Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game.
No, you do.
Returner will try and field this one.
Yeah, so leave it alone. You can't use it for a minute. He's out.
Stop him at the 16.
Yeah.
First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Dances away from the heat. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away. Smokey the Cannon was firing the last time these two teams met as Texas pulled out a close one.
You know, when winning teams win a rivalry game like this, they get the bragging rights. That just seems like it's magnified in this state, though. That was a huge win for Texas a year ago.
Well, I mean, you mean everything's bigger in Texas? We've never heard that before. Obviously, when you beat the Aggies in a rivalry game, the bragging rights run deep for a whole year.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications.
Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Owens. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The hiatus in this great rivalry has been way too long. But, guys, we were there the last time they squared off in 2011, and how great is it to have A&M and Texas back?
It's one of the most special rivalries in all of college football, and unfortunately with conference realignment, it took this game away. But now that they're both back in the SEC, David, we're back on in this great game.
Yeah, and we get to continue the hate, the pettiness. Just, you got to love it, man. That's what makes rivals so good. in-state rivals going at it. We lose that with conference realignment, but we get it back with this one.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Manning. They're trying to get to it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Thomas.
Stop. Don't do that. Yeah, no.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. And
looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there.
I guess.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, looking to throw. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes. Playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Just a simple power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Bout. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Look.
Tosses it back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for him.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback adapting. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will give him the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Bout. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Longhorns will move the sticks.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next one.
And they got him for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Coming after it. Looking to scramble. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But
another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Getting some heat. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
To the air, it's Manning. Working that left side now. Turns it on in midfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Bout. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get... Quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Bout. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. One more play to pad the stats. From the gun. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall. You don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence.